And I now turn to our friend Edwy Plenel from Mediapart. Is he online? He was there earlier, but he seems to have. There he is. Edwy, so glad to have you back in the day when we still hoped that we could pull off a physical meeting in Delhi. You were one of the first people that I asked, sounded out, and you were enthusiastic as always. So thank you very much for supporting this whole concept of M20. And it's over to you to tell us what your views are on the media scene as you see it in France.
Thanks, Siddharth. I will try to speak 10 minutes. Hello, everyone from Mediapart's headquarters. And excuse my bad English, but my really awful French accent. I speak from Mediapart's headquarters in Paris and from my country, France, which prides itself on having proclaimed the universality of human rights that, alas, its own state does not always respect. I would like to begin by warmly thanking the organizer of this
Could you move
meeting.
closer to the microphone? We're not able to hear you very clearly.
Okay. The microphone is. Do you hear me quite well?
Yeah, slightly better when you come closer. Yes.
Okay. It's better for you?
Yes.
Okay. I repeat from the beginning, hello everyone from Mediapart's headquarters in Paris and from my country, France, which prides itself on having proclaimed the universality of human rights that, alas, its own state does not always respect. I would like to begin by warmly thanking the organizer of this meeting in defense of the right to information in the public interest, while regretting that it is virtual because of the nationalist, authoritarian, and identity-based course taken by the current government of India's great democracy. And I would like to add a special salute to The Wire, Mediapart's partner in India. Thanks to its founding editor, Siddharth Varadarajan, our editorial teams have been able to illustrate the cooperative journalism that the digital revolution facilitates by working together on the Rafale corruption scandal involving a major French company, Dassault, which also owns Media, and which has, as you know, shaken Mr. Modi's Indian government. Many excellent things have been said by previous speakers. For my part, I would like to share with you an experience and a concern. My experience is that Mediapart is good news for the future of journalism. My concern is the danger that the reign of opinions invading the public space will undermine our profession, whose raison d'etre is to provide information, truth of facts. And I am speaking to you from a totally independent media outlet that we set up over 15 years ago in March 2008. Our ambition was twofold. Firstly, we wanted to resist to normalization of journalism through media concentration, the influence of shareholders, the intervention of economic and financial interests alien to our profession, and the authoritarian evolution of government facilitated in France by the concentration of political power around a single person, the President of the Republic, in a kind of elective monarchy that weakens checks and balances. We wanted to prove the viability of a medium that lies solely on public support. Our only revenue comes from subscriptions, from our readers, no advertising, no subsidies, no shareholders. As we like to say, only our readers can buy us. Our second ambition was to rise to the challenge of the digital revolution, which, like any industrial revolution, risked leading to the advent of new media models born of the weakening of the old productive forces of journalism in favor of a journalism that was less independent, less rigorous, less concerned with the general interest and the truth of the facts. We wanted to prove that it was possible, thanks to the potential and innovation of digital technology and the internet, to invent a journalism that was more in-depth, more documented, more participatory, more demanding, and more sustainable. This is why we have defended the need for offensive investigative journalism that strives to reveal what the conformist media hides by defending the dominant interest. As you know, Mediapart has shown that it is possible. With almost 225,000 subscribers, Mediapart is now France's third largest general interest daily. It has been profitable for over 10 years and is now controlled by a non-profit fund that protects and consolidates its independence. This is good news and shows that more than ever, there is a future for journalism, provided it can demonstrate that it is fighting for its economic independence, that is safeguarding its editorial dignity, and that is proving its social usefulness. We have to fight all the more because the headwinds are so strong. We are living in an area reminiscent of the European Renaissance, after the invention of the printing press in the middle of the 15th century. There are lights and there are shadows, progress and regression, revolutions and counter-revolutions, creation and destructions. The digital revolutions brings with a new hope for democracy, for sharing knowledge, for borderless communication, and for citizen participation. This was illustrated by the pioneering work of WikiLeaks, which is why its founder, Julian Assange, is being made to pay the price. We are living in the era of the counter-offensive, with state, including those with elective democracies, repressing independent journalism, while economic powers, notably digital platforms, are ruining the quality of public debate. This is a very important point about our responsibility as journalists. Everywhere, political powers and economic interests use opinion against information, use the freedom to say against the right to know, use the right to say anything, lies, hatred, violence, in order to stifle our relationship with the concrete, informed, cross-checked sources truth. This is the challenge we face at a time when extreme right-wing ideologies are being revived everywhere, based on hatred of others, racism, xenophobia, and scapegoating. Their weapon is the reign of opinions, including the craziest one, to exclude, relativize, marginalize, or discredit information, in other words, the truth of facts. So, that's my conclusion. As journalists, we must be at the forefront of a vital battle for the democratic ideal, as the public right to know everything that concerns them, everything that is in the public interest. That is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Edwy. That was great, and for also tying together the larger political purpose, vital purpose that media serves in any democratic society, and also the way in which that purpose can be integrated into a healthy business model, as Mediapart has shown. So thank you very much for your views and for being here.